Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. But before I even get into that, I want to share something with you guys. And I know some of you are like, I didn't come here for that, Lakia, but you know what? I like to share. So I just got finished putting on some of this. And no, they're not sponsoring me. No, I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. But this Tree Hut Moroccan Rose, oh my gosh. It's so good. I started out just using a sugar scrub, and I would use it for my home pedicure kit that I have, and I fell in love with it so much that I went back and got the essential oil, which I'll put in my hair, and now I have the body butter as well, and I use the lotion. So I guess that's kind of like my product of today, you know, because I'm into aromatherapy and I'm like really feminine too on top of that. Not to say that guys can't be into smell goods, because what's sexier than this hot smelling guy? But either way, this is the ish. Love it. The sugar scrub is even more amazing. And then of course you can use it to exfoliate your body, period. But I like using it for my feet first and foremost, but it does really good on my skin too. Leaves me nice and soft and exfoliated. But you know, now that we've digressed it here, all right, the topic of the video is, are you adaptable? Are you adaptable survivors? Are you adaptable subscribers to this channel? You know, because of course we're here to increase our emotional maturity. So it's so important in life to be adaptable. Can you think of some reasons why it's good to be adaptable? I can think of one really obvious reason right off the rip right here. Because life is full of twists and turns. You know, nobody's life is a straight line from point A to B. You know, there's some zigzags. Sometimes I gotta go around the block again. You climb up a mountain, then you're swimming in some water. Like, look, life is not a straight line. So we have to be able to be adapted. It's going to give you the most options in getting what you need in life. Just think about it. If we are just rigid and stuck, I got to do it this one way, I only can see it this one way, it's very limiting and it's very narrow-minded, honestly. It's not somebody that's necessarily walking in our emotional maturity. Now, I understand that some things in life can really just be black and white. It's like, look, this is what it is, you know, and that's it. But in most situations, all right, I will challenge you to determine that, or to see that there are other options. There are other ways to go about it. There is more than one way. All right, you guys. And when you have this type of mindset, you can see where it limits you in so many areas of your life. It's not, usually when you think like this, it's not just in one area. You know, let's connect it to what will resonate with a lot of the viewers in my channel, romantic relationships. Now, if you're narrow-minded, if you're coming from this lack and you're not being adaptive, that's going to make you stay in situations longer than you should. You know, because no, it got to work with them. I bought into the story that they were the one. I'm not letting go of that. So I'm going to hang on to this situation and I'm going for the ride. So, you know, not being adaptive. That's one way that could play out. Not being adaptive. You're in a relationship and, you know, you're not meeting your partner's needs. They're not meeting yours. Let's just stick with you at this point. Not being willing to compromise or adapt to what will help that relationship last, you know, if it's not something that goes against your core principles. Like, no, this is how I've always been in relationships. I'm not bending and your relationship is suffering, you know, because you don't know how to adapt. All right. If you really want to get to the most, if we strip this all the way back to the beginning of mankind, that's all we've ever had to do, or else how would we evolve? You know, we have to adapt, or else what? We're going to die off. We're going to have to figure out something. Okay, once we start spreading out on the earth here, well, I got to deal with the cold elements over here now. Oh, well, I think I will be needing some fur. I'll need a better type of shelter to protect me from the wind, or, you know, whatever, everything that we've had to do. Oh, I'm in the sun. You know, I need shade in this element. And just everything that we've had to do to make it to now, to survive as a species, is because we've been able to adapt. So why wouldn't it be logical to think that in my personal life, throughout my life, it is going to suit me best to be able to be adaptive? Because now it gives us the best opportunity to make the best situation, the best decisions. I mean, okay, I started out with this information. Now there's some new developments. Am I going to stay on the same course of path, or am I going to be adaptive? And now I need to do this now, because now I'm seeing that it's developed into that. You see what I mean? Being adaptive is really going to be, you know, fruitful and helpful in your life. And that is using your emotional maturity here, because we're constantly getting information. All right. And then now it's like, oops, now I need to make a move that way. I mean, we can think about this on so many levels. You might be seeing that your company is starting to go down the drain. Like, you work for a company and things are starting to get rocky. Are you going to start planning your plan B, C, and D? Or are you not? No, this is a job I was going to retire on. I'm going to minimize. I'm going to be in denial about all of the things that are transpiring. All these people are getting laid off. The stock price is going down. The company filed for bankruptcy. You know, like, we have to adopt. All right. And the same thing with, if we're trying something and we want to do it a certain way and it's not being fruitful and it's not working for us, what do we need to do? That's right. Be adaptive. Okay. All right. I need to change. All right. I've been trying it this way for a year. It hasn't gotten me the results that I wanted. I need to go back to the drawing board and see where I could make some type of shift and try a different approach here to get a different result. All right. So that's the beauty of being adaptive. We're going to try something different to get a different approach. And it allows us to be proactive, right? It allows us to be in our critical thinking. It allows us to stay steps ahead. So now, you know, we talk about on this channel how there's a difference between reacting and responding. Now it puts me in a position just to be able to respond instead of being so reactive, because I wasn't picking up the signs and the clues and the signals around me. And now it's to the point where, you know, the universe is like, look, I'm sorry that you didn't pick up those clues, but now you got to deal with it. What you got? Boom, right now, this second, what you got? So you don't want to put yourself in those situations. So we be receptive and we can be adaptive, you guys. So this is not going to be a long video. It's just something, a part of increasing your emotional maturity. Learn how to pick up the red flags. And even if they're not red flags, it could be a green light. This isn't all about like just some doom and gloom stuff. Like, you could be getting like beautiful green lights, like, yeah, go over here, keep doing this, keep sowing seeds over here, keep watering that, you know. So it goes in all types of areas of your life. All right, guys, be adaptive. Don't be rigid. Don't be rigid in life. Be adaptive. Be willing to see different angles, to see different options. All right. All right, you guys. Until next time, please take care. Thank you.